You're watching or listening to The Obvious Choice, the Taylist newsletter, read by me, Stephen Lewis. You can get your copy, and you should, directly to your inbox from taylist.agency/newsletter. All links are in the show notes. So this cop told me I'd burn in hell. In common with all sane people, I love a good cop show. And for me, the archetype of the perfect cop show is NYPD Blue. Not only did I love the show from its pilot in 1993, but I got to cut my teeth reviewing later episodes as a newspaper TV critic, one of the best jobs I ever had. I even got to interview one of the show's ex-cop consultants, who gave me a leather keychain set with a metal NYPD badge. Can I tell you, that keychain might have been the best thing I've ever owned. Knowing this, you can imagine my giggle of delight when I found I was sitting next to a retired NYPD detective on a plane to Auckland. He didn't disappoint. He'd even been shot, just like Sipowicz. Eventually, the conversation rolled around to what he'd been doing since retiring. After finding his last crook, he'd found Jesus, and he wanted to know if I'd found Jesus too. I told him I hadn't, and asked if he believed I'd burn in hell because of that. That's exactly what he thought. Most people tell me he shouldn't have said that. Personally, I have a lot more time for evangelicals after that conversation. If you see someone walking near a mine shaft they might not have seen, don't you have a moral obligation to call out to them? My take on that explains plenty about this newsletter and how Taylist works. Genuine experts come to me because business has stalled. It's because their marketing is a shell of hardened bullshit encrusted in so much jargon that their ideal clients walk on by. That's not exactly how I put it to my clients, but it's close. It's no one's fault. Experts are taught by example that they'll look stupid if they speak in plain English. And if what was obvious to experts were obvious to their clients, the clients probably wouldn't need the experts. Taylor's skill is in getting to the bottom of what everyone really wants and putting the facts into plain English to build a persuasive bridge between experts and their clients. Clients get the right help, great businesses grow, everyone avoids the mine shafts. Take a project I'm working on at the moment, a sales page for a bilingual school. Everyone loses if the parents in the school's catchment area think the school is only for children from overseas or children who already speak both languages. So the first step is obvious. Make it clear that the school welcomes everyone. Next, the parents are going to have questions, including, why would they choose a bilingual school? To speed my way to an answer, I talked to Research Rhonda. Research Rhonda is a chatbot that I built in ChatGPT. I gave Rhonda exceptional research skills so that she could help me with questions exactly like this. Once you've built a chatbot like Rhonda, working with her is easy. All I had to do was give Rhonda the background on the school and ask, what research do you have into the benefits of children learning in such a bilingual environment? Rhonda replied with a list of benefits, and she cited academic papers to back them up. After that, I could log into the National Library of Australia and download the papers. Not being a scientist, I wanted to be sure I was reading the papers 100% correctly. So I talked to another chatbot I built. Jean, the copywriter, is built to be a brilliant communicator. Jean, I asked, uploading the research paper, please explain this to me like I'm a 12-year-old. By combining Rhonda, Jean, and a library card, I had the construction materials for one part of my persuasive bridge between my client and their clients, all in a fraction of the time that would have taken me before. To be crystal clear, ChatGPT isn't writing any part of this landing page. On its own, ChatGPT would never have thought of looking for academic research. All ChatGPT would have done is spit out a Hallmark card. This is an example of working expertly with ChatGPT to shape parts of this material the way a potter works with a wheel to shape the clay that becomes the vase. The trick is that I know what ChatGPT can do brilliantly. When you know that, your imagination is the limit when it comes to using ChatGPT to amplify your skills. Most people are just tickling the edges of what ChatGPT can do by entering short, obvious prompts. It's why so many people think ChatGPT is good only for bland writing. If you're busy and would benefit from being a faster, more persuasive communicator, you need to be at ChatGPT Mastery on the 30th of August. You'll run out of that session with so many ideas for how you can do more and do it faster that you won't know where to start. That's why I include an additional 2 weeks after the session when you can ask me questions anytime. Book your spot now. taylist.agency/ChatGPT-course. Stephen. P.S. And if you don't run out of ChatGPT Mastery knowing how to do things you weren't able to do before, things that will make your life enormously easier, I'll return your investment. I'm so confident that my expertise will deliver that I'm willing to run this session at zero risk to you so you can see for yourself. You've been listening to or watching The Obvious Choice, the Taylist newsletter. You can and should get your copy directly from taylist.agency/newsletter. All links are in the show notes.